today's gardening and prepping. My name is Teresa. I would like to welcome you into our kitchen this evening. Then we're going to go out onto the front porch because it's too hot outside to be cranking the oven, and I don't have a pot big enough to render down this beautiful tallow. Yes, beautiful beef tallow that I was blessed to be able to get from one of my local butchers. Yes, $1.68 a pound, which is not bad at all. I was blessed with 13 pounds because that's all they had. So let's have fun learning how to render down your own tallow. Next month it'll be more tallow, and I'll also be able to get some lard to cut up and render down. So let's have some fun working and processing this tallow. For a lot of people who don't know what tallow is, it's beautiful, all natural beef fat. Beautiful, beautiful beef fat. And what I would like about the butcher is he only processes uh, American raised animals, and he cleans the beef fat up pretty well. Now, there's going to be a lot of slicing and cutting, because you want to get it as in small pieces as you can. If you have a grinder, that would be even better, because the smaller the pieces, the better they render. Alright, but go on. And like I said, I have 13 beautiful pounds, and I'm looking forward to putting up a whole bunch of jars of tallow. All natural beef fat that's been purified. Works wonders for frying in, baking. Oh, it makes amazing pie crust and skin care. Yes, all natural skin care. I have one of my big pots to put the cut up tallow in. Now this rendering tallow is a low, slow process. I see too many people using high heat or open flame to render tallow or lard. No, you want low temps and you want to go slow. Now I know a lot of people's not going to be processing as much tallow as I am. Some people process more. And it's so good for you. It's a whole lot healthier than what they sell in those grocery stores. Like I said, you want small, small pieces. One day I'll have a really good meat grinder, and I will be doing it that way. Don't waste any of it. Alright, I'm going to keep dicing and slicing and cutting this tallow up and this beef fat up, and I will bring you back as soon as I'm done doing it. Finally got it cut up. That pot is full. Now, I have my tabletop roaster outside, going that set up. I'm going to do it that way to render it down. Now, for those who don't want to go to the butcher and buy beef fat or lard, when you get ready to cook your food, you trim fat off of your pork, put it in a Ziploc baggie. If you trim fat off your beef, put it in a Ziploc baggie. Keep them separate because you don't want to mix them. Or you have family or friends that own a barbecue joint, ask them to please save the fat for you from either the butts and picnics and briskets, because there's always going to be fat cut off briskets. You want just a little fat, not all that fat, for cooking. Uh, Freeze it up until you have a good amount to make you a batch of either tallow or lard. Now, I'll be doing a video on lard next month when we go make our monthly trip back up that way. And they told me to call them a little over a week ahead before we're planning on coming up, and they will start saving it back however much I tell them I want, and they will vacuum seal it and freeze it for me and hold it. So I am thankful for a good butcher like that. They're not only a butcher, but they're a processor as well. And they only do local meat. Nothing that's not American raised. So I am thankful for that. So with that being said, we're fixing to go head out to the porch because it's going to be a whole lot better to do it outside than it is to do it inside. See y'all here in a bit. Okay, I have my tabletop roaster set up. I have a half a cup of water in the bottom that helps keep it from scorching. It will evaporate out. I'm going to go and put my cut up beef fat in there. Let's do it this way. I might get a good amount. I'm hoping to. This way I'll know if I need to order more tallow next month, or if I'm just going to go with lard. Scrape and make sure you get all of that out. Now, if you're making a smaller batch than me, you can always bake it in your oven. I just don't want to heat the house up. Now, I'm going to keep an eye on this for a while until a good amount of it starts to render, because I do not want this to scorch, not whatsoever. I should get a real good amount out of this. Alright, I'm going to stand here. You want a good, strong stirring spoon. Now, if you're doing it in the oven, you don't really have to worry about it too much. With this one, I've got to keep an eye on it, and I'll bring you back once it starts rendering down. If you use one of these as well, you're going to want to, once it starts rendering real good where you don't have to watch it as closely, you want to put your lid on askew. That way any moisture evaporates out, like the water that I put in to begin with. And I will bring y'all back here in a little while. The tallow is finally done. It's time to scoop out these beautiful cracklings. Don't waste those. And you want to use something where the tallow can drip through easily, because you don't want to waste any of that precious, precious liquid. It took almost 5.5 hours to get to this point. And I've got a bowl lined with paper towels over here. I like mine golden brown. I have a lot of tallow, y'all. This is going to be a blessing. I might have to break out some quart jars to put some in. We shall see. Now I have my jars heating in the oven. I have my lids soaking in hot water. We're going to do just like the ghee, we're going to do a hot pack, which they will seal themselves. Trying to get as many out as possible. And yes, we're going to use a canning funnel, but we also have to filter it at the same time. You want to get all impurities out. You don't want any of the cracklings in your jars. You want pure liquid tallow. I'm telling y'all, this has smelled so good cooking. Some people say it stinks. Oh, it don't stink. There for long it smelled like a baking roast. A good old big old-fashioned beef roast. These beef cracklings, you can use the same as you can pork cracklings. Okay, I'm going to take these in, get everything ready, and I'll bring y'all right back. Alright, we're going to have fun nighttime canning. Now, my jars are hot. They just come out of the oven. I have a metal funnel, and I have my filterless coffee filter, which will catch everything that doesn't need to go into those jars. Now, you need to be very careful, because you are dealing with hot grease. And you've got to make sure those jars are hot. And your lids are hot. Oh, it smells so good, y'all. And we're going for a 1-inch headspace. And the tallow is a beautiful golden color. Now, do not worry when it dries. Not dries, when it cools down, it will turn white. So, do not worry one bit. Nothing's wrong with it. Okay, we got a 1-inch headspace. Need to be careful because your funnel could get hot. Okay, now I have a vinegar soaked rag that I have. Whew, watch out, that jar is hot. That I have soaked with vinegar and wringed it out. If you want to make sure that there's no melted grease along that rim. Your lids on the outside can have moisture on them, but you do not want the inside of that lid to have moisture. And this is a hot pack. Come on. So you do not have to water bath or pressure can this. Tighten that lid down. And we're going to move to the next one. I'm so happy to finally have tallow in stock. But like I said, be very careful, because this will burn you badly. Because this is hot, hot grease. And this tallow you can cook with, you can make salves with, lotions, beauty products. I want mine to cook with. Like I said, we're going for a 1-inch headspace on the jar. Okay. Seriously think I might have to break open or break out some quart jars, because I only have a dozen pints. Now it's important, each jar you wipe, you find a new place on your paper towel, your rag, whatever you're using to wipe that rim. And like I said, finger tight, because we're not processing this. Oh, that's a beautiful golden color, just like it's supposed to be. Alright, one more. I'm looking forward to seeing how much tallow I get from 13 pounds of beef fat. I might not have to get beef fat next month. Thankfully, so far, my funnel's staying cool. Oh, beautiful, beautiful golden color. Okay, come on. There we go. Got a messed up ring. I'm gonna tell you, if the jars weren't hot before the tallow went in, they are hotter than when they come out of the oven now. Alright, I'm gonna continue to pour up the tallow, and I will bring y'all back as soon as I get done. Well, I ended up with 12 full pint jars. So it's almost a pint jar for every pound of fat. Subtract a little bit, so it was almost 13.5 pounds of beef fat rendered down, and got 12 pint jars of tallow. I think next time when I do this, I'm going to, when I get the cracklings out, I'm going to leave them in a colander over a pan. That way I can get more of the tallow, because I know there's some tallow trapped still in the cracklings. But yeah, it's getting too late to worry about that now. But I am thankful. These jars are beautiful, y'all. Look at those beautiful golden jars that are just hot as can be. Now, of course, they will cool down and turn a pure white solid fat. But look at that. That's an absolute blessing to have. That's 12 pints for the pantry, for cooking with, and for making some amazing pie crust. Wonderful. Next batch of tallow or beef fat I get, I'm going to get enough to where I can can it in quart jars. That way I can have it for baking. And eventually I want to get wide mouth quarts for it. It'll be easier to get it all out. But look at that. Look at that beautiful liquid gold, y'all. It's not hard to do. It just takes time, y'all. Look at that. That is just absolutely a true blessing. The lids are already starting to seal as they cool down. Oh, I'm so happy and thankful for this. This is a blessing. If I can do it, you can do it too. You can do it in the oven, which takes a little bit longer, or you can do it on your stove top. you can do this. You just want to go low heat. Well, low. I had it on about 250, 275. You want to go low and slow. That way your cracklings don't burn and give your tallow a nasty taste. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Everyone, take care. Continue to stock your pantry with natural fats that you can cook with that are better for you than that GMO crap and all them chemicals in the grocery store. Stock up on medicinals that will heal you, which if I wanted to, I could use this tallow for salves, protection of all kinds, and above all else, the bare essentials to survive on. Everyone take care, stay safe and sound, and may you each be blessed. Hoot hoot. Mwah. Love y'all. I'll see you soon, and y'all take care.